Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Diane Planetin with the Flourish show, and today's positive vibe comes from the one and only CoCo Chanel. And she says, in order to be irreplaceable, one must always be different. That is so fantastic for today's vibe because people worry a lot about standing out, maybe looking different, acting different, talking different. But that's really what makes you unique. It's what makes you an original. It's what makes you align with the person that you are and the person that you're most comfortable with. We all have to be comfortable in our skin, don't we? And I really thought of CoCo Chanel today because last Tuesday's episode was based on the law of covetedness, or, becoming an object of desire, which CoCo Chanel was very, very good at doing. And she wasn't afraid. She wasn't afraid to put herself out there. She wasn't afraid to dress differently. She wasn't afraid to ask for what she wanted. She wasn't afraid to take risks, even though sometimes they weren't so calculated. And she wasn't always a success at what she did. She too had her setbacks. But then she came back and she persevered. And then she came back again and persevered. And she stayed true to being an original, to being irreplaceable, and really developing a style of her own. And that is really what we all can do. We can create our own style, our own way of talking, walking, thinking, doing, being, because we're all unique. Just like a snowflake, just like a fingerprint. And that's where, you can play with fashion. You can play with dressing up. You can play with different styles to see what really reflects who you are. And you want to become that person. But it doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen just, instinctively. You have to learn and grow and stretch and be. You just have to get out there. And that is not easy. Doing this podcast for me is not easy. But I set myself up because I thought if I just keep on doing what I always do, then nothing will ever change. Nothing will ever pique my interest. It's sort of like having a job where, thankfully, not a lot of factory jobs left in North America, but when there was, it was really, it was something that a robot could do. And now that you don't have to be a robot, you can be who you want to be. You can be an original. You can make yourself mysterious. You can add a little air of leaving something to the imagination. And CoCo Chanel did just that. So for a positive vibe today, I just want you to think, how can I lift my head up a little higher? How can I bring myself out into the world and show everybody I have something to give, something in my original nature? Make it a great day. And remember, when you're different, you're irreplaceable.